Right, couple of minutes passed. I don't know if anybody's watching, but let's kick this off. Evening. Hello. I am Sonic Yoda. It's been a while since I've streamed. No, Trust Jen. Hello. Gonna play some Mega Drive games tonight. I am officially on Christmas break. Looking forward to a nice couple of weeks off work, doing absolutely naff all and catching up with friends. Yeah, looking forward to a nice Christmas with my nearest and dearest. Hope everyone's doing okay. Hope I sound okay and all the audio's okay. Let me know if the balance needs to be changed. Looks like the chat box is working, so that's good. Yeah, we're gonna play some stuff. So, first of all, I want to talk about why we're starting with Mega Games 1. I wanted to give a bit of context before we go into some of my faves and stuff. But as I was thinking about it today, I got my Mega Drive for the Christmas of 1994. So this Christmas is terrifyingly the 30th anniversary of me owning a Mega Drive, which is insane. I've still got it. It's under my bed at the moment. I use a different Mega Drive for the telly at the moment. It's modded thanks to my better half, so that I can do 60 Hz and all that malark. But yeah, I'm just going to play some stuff. The reason why I want to start with Mega Games 1 is because it is one of the first games I owned. So on Christmas Day 1994, I was playing this and something else that we're going to get to in a moment. So we'll have a little muck around with this first. I'm not going to play too much of every game because I'd like to keep it moving, keep it snappy. So yeah, this is Mega Games 1. Contains Super Hang-On, World Cup Italia 90 and Columns. Super Hang-On is probably the standout game in this pack. But yeah, there's 3 volumes of Mega Games and some later ones that include some other stuff. Having to do some backward nonsense to stream on PS4 and then chat on the phone. As we normally do, right? Like when we're tuning into people. So yeah, Super Hang-On, one of my dad's absolute faves. Watched him play this loads of times. I'm a winning run kind of guy. I know people are into Outrider Crisis, but Hard Road and Winning Run are the best. And that's what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Right. B to accelerate, hopefully. Yep. A's brake, and if I hold B and C, I should get me turbo when I'm at top speed. There it is. What a game. It's not the best port in the world, but it's playable, does the job. Frame rate's a bit all over the place. Feels a little sluggish in places, but otherwise a pretty decent little time attack racer. I am not very good at it, and once the corners get tight, I will probably throw this into an obstacle and crash. As is the way I do it. There we go. You could see it happening a mile off, but I'm just that bad at this. My dad was pretty good at it. I remember watching him complete this course, this run of courses. Let's try and see a different area at least. It's normally like 2 checkpoints and then you move into a new area. Right, let's go. Looks good for a launch title. I don't know if it's a launch title. It's an early Mega Drive game for sure. But like I say, one of my first Mega Drive games for sure. There we go. And we're to a new area. And hopefully we get to see the Birdland signs. Oh no! There they are, Birdland! Best sign in all of games. Birdland! One day I'll visit the real Birdland. Because there's a Birdland in the UK. I used to drive past it all the time when I was driving into Portsmouth. Birdland! We are going to run out of time. There you go. It's a bit of super hang on at least. Set the high score, hopefully. Let me put my name in. Well, at least I made the top score. That's nice. Whack. Yeah. Good little game. The original mode is where it's at with this. It's never been ported to anything else. Like, it's like a full-on championship mode where you sort of start with a crappy bike and you have to, you know, build up a great one. Let's hit the menu again. Right, I suppose I'll show you a little bit of World Cup Italian Mighty. The music that you're hearing on the main menu is also from World Cup Italian Mighty. I'm going to just do test match. I am from England. Let's put a Saxon in goal. I'll have a Butcher, Handsome, Mills, and Mick Thompson from Slipknot. Corwin, Robson, Hodge, Charleston, Lineker, Hately, and my opponent will be fucking this Holland, sure. Kick off. Let's hope I'm going up. Yeah, I must be because they're trying to get the football down out. This is fine. Look, it's very bog basic top-down football game. You can't see a lot of the pitch. You got to use the map to be able to see like the whole pitch. It feels pretty sluggish to play, but used to play it with the lads in the family quite a lot. It's like I say, it's fine. There's nothing. It's nothing special about this, I've got to say. And it is kind of funny that every footballer on every team is a white guy with black hair. Nobody looks any different unless you're a goalkeeper. Yeah, look, there's a goalkeeper. He's wearing an orange cap. But yeah, it's a football game. Not the best football game by any stretch of the imagination. It's not a terrible one either. But yeah, nothing much to report there. And then finally, columns. Yeah, I mean, there are some football games I do like. Don't get me wrong. They are all pretty much on the Mega Drive, but that ain't one of my faves, I've got to say. Menu. I want flash columns. Let's go like 5 height. Flash columns is where it's at. Best game mode by a long shot. So yeah, there's a flashing blick at the bottom there, and we gotta get him. Gotta clear him to beat the stage. That's how you play flash columns. It's a good time. Oh, nice. Look at this. I'm going to be in there in no time. Oh, look, just giving it away to me. And there we go. You've done it! Great mode. Very good. Granted, that was in like novice difficulty. Let's ramp it up again and do it again. Oh, whoops. Soft reset. Go back in. Play a little bit more. There you go. Let's try and ramp up the difficulty a little bit. Menu, flash columns, amateur, and we'll go 5 again. Do a different song. Oh, we got different coloured gems now. Oh, this song. Not very good. Sure. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit more challenging now. There. Oh, we got a red. We can do that. Give me a green. There's a green. Nice. But yeah, there we go. Look at that. It's almost like I planned it. I did not, though. Ah, love to see it. I need a green. I could do with a green. Give me some of that green. There it is. Oh, you love to see it. He's done it. Boom. Ah, great game mode. Yeah, flash columns is where it's at. That's where you want to play the game. Cool. Right, we're moving on to my other game that I got for Christmas 1994. It's going to be pretty obvious, right? But let's do it. Let's go change that to Japan. Now, technically I didn't have this version, but if you're going to play Sonic 1, it's got to be Revision 01. And you know it's Revision 1 because the clouds are scrolling at the top there. It's all good. So yeah. Pretty solid start to the old collection, Mega Game 1 and Sonic 1. I do love Sonic 1. It is definitely a little bit more of a challenging introduction to the franchise over something like Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is a little bit more approachable, what with the spin dash, allowing you to get up to top speed whenever you want. You do have to kind of earn your momentum in Sonic 1. But I think it's a good game to get to grips with, you know, 16-bit Sonic mechanics. If you get good at it, then you're basically golden for every other Sonic game on the Mega Drive. You know mechanics, you know how to use momentum, you'll have a good time. But yeah, it's a great game. I've played the whole thing on the channel before. I'm pretty sure there's an archive on the old YouTube as well. Sonic Yoda Streams archive. Nice. Straight in there. Da-da-da-da. We'll go through all of Green Hill and then we'll move on to some other choice picks from the collection that I enjoy playing and have a chill time with. But yeah, a great game. There's not really much I can say about it. It's already been discussed massively. I've reviewed it on the channel if you want to go and check out the Sega Driven review. I've spoken about the differences in the PAL version, Revision 0. There's another video on the channel about that as well. A lot of people live and die by the PAL soundtrack. They prefer the way it makes the songs sound. In particular, Starlight Zone seems to be very popular with its slower PAL audio. Don't know if I'm in that camp or not. I think I prefer the 60Hz audio. Gives the game a bit more punch. You gotta love the drums on the Sonic 1 soundtrack. They're really snappy snare and thudding bass drum. Good little samples, those. And... get in there. There we go. Would you say it's a hidden gem? I wouldn't. It's not a hidden gem. Everybody knows about Sonic 1. Let's go and get ourselves another emerald. No. Down there, thank you. Oi. That's it. Come on. Chip away. And there we go. 60Hz preference in UK Sonic fans always gets me, like it's wrong from how you used to play it. True, but I guess what with, you know, being with the franchise for so long, you play it through so many different re-releases that once you get a taste of 60Hz, it's like, oh well, this just feels snappier and the music's a bit more punchy. You know, like it's difficult to go back once you've tasted 60. It does feel weird. Meow. Get extra life. You love to see it. And we'll leap up here. Oh wait, none of that. Not allowed. There we go. My shield back. Doodle-doo-doo. He's a fucking hedgehog. I don't know why I'm bothering to get all these rings. It's a boss stage. I can't go into a special stage. Doesn't get an extra life, maybe. There we go. And another one? No, that's the invincibility, isn't it? But it does mean we can just boss this guy now. Smash him. There are certain ports of this game that stop you from attacking Dr. Robotnik before he, like, drops the ball down, and I hate that. Let me body him before he can even start attacking me. There you go, that's Green Hill Zone. Yeah, I was in a real pinch there. Anyway, that's Sonic 1. Right, let's set it to that. Let's try something else. Right, I want to play this. Oh, to vote for NTSC and PAL. Okay, that's not what I want. I want that. Da, 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 da. Will it work now? There we go. So this is Bare Knuckle 3, aka Streets of Rage 3. Now, I know Streets of Rage 2 is the better game. I know that. It's an absolute banger. It is one of the greatest beat 'em ups of all time. But I come back to Streets of Rage 3 a fair bit, and it's the way it plays. It's got problems. The soundtrack is not as good. There's obviously some problematic elements to it, which we'll probably see in a moment. But I just like the way it plays. It's faster, the combos are quicker, you can do the dodge roll. It's just a good time. Once you taste that faster combat, it's like playing Streets of Rage 2 feels like you're playing in slow motion. I can read all of this. Yep. I'm just not telling you what it says. I can read it all. Yeah. A dramatic introduction to the game, isn't it? In that it's not. Oh man, I love Thatcher. Round 1, start. Let's do it. So yeah, you can double tap to run. This combo is just so much faster than it is in Streets of Rage 2. It's just really nice to play. You do this dodge roll, which is really cool. And I'm trying to think what else. So if you've got a high combo, like you feel that little blue gauge up in the middle there, and that means when I do my specials, they're super powerful. They're less powerful when it's, you know, lower in the gauge. I still think this soundtrack is kind of impressive. You can play as Kid and Roller Skates, absolutely. You can play that in 2 as well. That's Skate. It's a lot easier to do the old grand upper off the back of the run. And you can do specials with weapons as well, which is really cool. You just get loads to do with your arsenal, you know, like it's a really fun game. Like it's not as strong overall as 2, but I just really like the way it plays. And I don't think enough is said about that. Rad Grandpa! Let's see if we can get in with the... Yes! Oh, it's so fun, this. The soundtrack is absolutely mental in the headphones. I've never really listened to it like this. It's proper thumpy. I mean, like, fair play for them to, like, trying to make something... Okay, here's our first problematic part of this game. We're going to get to see Ash in a moment. Ash isn't in the Western release. I just kind of prefer the Japanese one because it's got the correct colour palette for the characters. For some reason, they changed the colour palette on Western release. Axel's got like a piss yellow shirt instead of, you know, the way he should look. Don't like it. The Ginger Grunts. You mean the Galzias? There's a pink-haired Galzia, but yeah, normally you got the red hair, don't they? The red-haired Galzias always remind me of Vivian from The Young Ones. I'll leave that there. So we'll take some damage. Which is probably going to be inevitable. Yeah, so here's Ash. He's a little bit of an unfortunate stereotype. And yeah, he's not in the Western version of this game. Even if you play the game on the recently delisted Sega Mega Drive Classic, sorry. If you play the game in Japanese, because you can choose the region for the games, they have actually managed to edit out the fight with Ash as well, even if you're in the Japanese version. So that's kind of nice. Made the effort. It's one of those things that doesn't need to be there. Like I say, not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination, but I do just love the way it plays. Also, there's a cool cat in that bin. Show yourself. I see you. I saw you, at least. I don't know if there's something you need to do to trigger it. Never mind. Is Shiva. You can actually play as Shiva if you there's a certain thing you have to do at the end of this fight and you can unlock him as playable. He is super cool. He is like the penultimate boss in Streets of Rage 2 as well. Oh. You saw him briefly. You can always revisit the old VOD if you want to catch him again. He was in the trash can. I love this scene. The lighting, the shadows and stuff with the sunset. Let's get some health. There we go. And that's stage 1 of Streets of Rage 3, aka Bare Knuckle 3. He's out there. Bap, bap, bap. Right, okay, setting the country back to Europe, and we are going to play a bit of Micro Machines 96. Oh, what a game. So this is an enhanced Mega Drive port of Micro Machines 2. But I absolutely adore this game, and I'm going to show you why. Oh, I've gone into the wrong menu. Let's reset that. Right, extra options. Construction kit. New. Course editor. Start. Oh, hang on, course editor. So, yeah, you can build your own tracks. I used to spend absolutely ages mucking around with this. So you can do everything. You can change the look of the, like, circuit lines. So you can make them chalk lines, nails, if I remember correctly. Like peas, I guess. White sort of dirt or whatever. You can change the surface of the table to be, yeah, sort of chipboard or mud or roof tile or grass. You can change the floor to be any one of these things. So if we do like an outdoor course like that, we can change to be like this. These seem to be thematically relevant. These are all just like things that you can hop over. A skiddy thing, make it water or something. Rocks, cars, gun, bridges, vertical hazards can be bricks or soda can or Micro Machines 2 games cassette. A little flower pot or something. Circular hazard. You can do another flower pot. This is a jump. Make that dirt. And there's a. These are like things that can hurt you. These things. I hate when I leave my gun in the garden. So yeah, if we do this, then we've got access to the map. We can place blocks. You can go here, and then you can place your blocks down like so, and then do corner. And do that. You soon get to grips with it pretty easy. And then we can do like jump. Oh. And then we can make floor space so there's something to jump over. And do this. And go this way for a bit. And go up here maybe. And along here. Do tight turn at the end here. We can go this way, and then we can rejoin it there. And we can stick a weird hops block somewhere. Let's put it like there. And then we can like put some stuff around, decorate the course like so. And can have like these jams. Put some of that around. And you can do like some of these. And there's a skids block somewhere as well, but like there maybe. Okay, there's a course, and now we can test it. And race the course I just created. Probably should have chosen a better thing than green on green, but there you go. And jump over there. And yeah, I would spend hours making courses on this game. Like, I think you get like 10 course slots to make things in, but like, it's just, I love a course editor. I can't tell you how much joy I get from just like making tracks in video games. It's bizarre, but does the job, you know. Nice and easy to do. It's a really nice editor. I don't know how like accurate it is to the PC version of Micro Machines 2, which is where the course editor originates from. But you know, that's pretty in depth, right? Like you can make some decent courses with that. But like, yeah, and you can change what vehicle the circuit uses from this lot. You can change how fast the thing is, or yeah, you can up your top speed or lower the grip or whatever, faster acceleration. You can change the weather, make it rainy. You can change the name of the course. Yeah, it's really cool, like just how much you can do with it. It's raining now. You can tell from the little drops of water. But yeah, spent hours playing this game. Real good time. Should probably play like a bit of the actual game instead of mucking around with the course. Oh, there's some like demo courses already in there, like, but you can save over those. But yeah, like you've got a full version of, you know, um, Micro Machines 2 on here as well. No, I'm just doing the spider. So you just go through the courses. You can do it either race against 3 other components, or you can do it head to head, where you have to like, you have the score tally, where you have to knock each other off the screen to earn points. The only thing I'd say with Micro Machines, and you do get used to it, is that like the field of view isn't very wide, so you really need to learn the circuits, you know, like to get the most out of it. And it especially gets more difficult when the cars get quicker, you know. Ah. Ugh. Ah. Great noises. But yeah, I love me some Micro Machines. This is my favourite of the bunch by a long shot because I love the track editor. But you get the idea. Right, let's move on to something else. I want to play... So I recently did a video of this. Let's play a bit of The Lion King. Another big fave. It starts. Good clear voice samples on this game. So yeah, this game has real notoriety as being really difficult. And I suppose it is. But what with, you know, being young and not having access to a lot of games, you just played what you had a lot. And I played this a lot. And I learned how to beat it. And once you learn how to beat it, it just becomes a nice thing to run through every once in a while. There's these bugs that increase your gauge, make the game a bit easier as it goes on. I've got a bigger health gauge now. I mean, absolutely. He hasn't grown up yet. You got to grow into, you know, being not weak to porcupines. And you can sonic roll into them to turn them over, and then they become vulnerable. But yeah, played this loads. Really enjoyed this game. It's not for everyone. I think you've got to have real patience and perseverance to really get to grips with it. But like with anything, give it the time. Yeah, that increases the raw gauge, that one. So you get introduced to a lot of the mechanics early on. That is a bug that will let me get into the bonus stage, which you'll see in a moment. We've got our first boss, which is a hyena. You can only jump on him when he starts panting. 2 hits will do him. There we go. So your game developers only know how to make one character. To make character roll, eat, hot chip, and lie. So here's one of the bonus stages. I think if you get over 30 bugs, you get an extra life or a continue or something. You'll know if I've done it because Pumbaa will say, "I eat like a pig" at the end. Well, that's fluky. Oh. you go. And yeah, this is the stage that everybody hates. This is the thing that puts everybody off. So this was notoriously changed in development to be a lot harder, so that players wouldn't complete the game on a rental, because they were afraid that if people could rent the game and complete it in, you know, the 2 days they have with it, they wouldn't buy it. Which is stupid, but some market research told them that that was the case. So they basically make the game hard on purpose, which basically means that you're renting a demo at that point, you know? Like, what's the point? You're not actually renting a game. Did you know about the original Mario 2? So yeah, like... And yeah, it is notoriously difficult, and it is one of those things that will tell you whether or not you want to persevere with this, because if you can get used to playing it, then it's a good time. But you do have to get past the fact that the game is brutally unfair, and you kind of have to learn it. It's not just something that you can be good at through skillful play, unfortunately. There's a lot to this stage, you know, this is very involved for the first stage, well, this early in the game at least. You got these auto-running bits, got all the platforming, you got to do all this stupid stuff with the monkeys. When I roar at them like that and they change direction, it means that they throw me in different directions. Let's try that. There are more puzzle platforming stages after this. I'm trying to think. Probably. I'm trying to remember, like, how the game runs in my head. Like, the order of the stages. Alright. Oh, hang on a minute. Yep, so that's that. But I think I need to roar at this last one up here. Yeah. Okay, that blue bug also gives me access to a bonus stage. Whoops. Right, let's try that again. Might as well clear this stage while I'm here. Then I can show you the other bonus stage where you play as Timon instead of Pumbaa. This is on the SNES as well. Right, if I do this now, I think that will get me onto the clear path. Goes up there. There we go. And we beat the stage. Ta-da! Yeah, so this is the... It's more of a traditional platformer, but you're still just collecting a load of bugs and you get bonuses when you get certain thresholds. Oh, and then yeah, the Black Widows will obviously stop the bonus round, but yeah, that's who that is. Anyway, that's a bit of The Lion King. I'm not going to play that too long, because otherwise I will just play through the entire thing. Speaking of games that I like to play through the entire thing every once in a while, let's play a bit of Earthworm Jim. Another big fave. I've got to preface this with... So Earthworm Jim was designed by a guy called Doug TenNapel. He is a notorious scumbag. Homophobe, you know, just not a nice person. So if you play Earthworm Jim, pirate it. Don't pay for it. Don't give that scumbag money. Because I love this game, and it's such a shame that that dickhead has kind of tainted it somewhat. But yeah, real fun platformer. Bit of run and gun. Game dev is a shithead, more at 10. Yeah. Doesn't happen very frequently, does it? But yeah, honestly a great game. Lots of time for it. Another one that I would say you kind of have to learn. There's a lot to it. Knowing where everything is comes with, you know, repeat play. Incredible cartoon. Love the cartoon. Would recommend the cartoon. The cartoon got like a DVD box set release in like Australia only. It's really weird. I had to import the damn thing. Here's a mini boss. That's me. Just a trash can on wheels. When you see that little, like, spirally sparkle and the goat noise, that means that something behind you in the stage you've just played has changed, so it's always worth going back if you see that that happens. Something will have appeared, like a little bonus or something. Come on, whip into anus. That's actually me. If I remember correctly, in the manual, this boss is specifically named as like Chuck and Fifi, but he's got a little dog that you never see, and I'm guessing that was a part of the character design that was planned and, you know, didn't make it to the full experience. But yeah, he's called Chuck, but you never see Fifi for whatever reason. There you go, it's first stage, Earth and Gym. In between every stage you do Handy Asteroids, which is this. I don't know if this is harsh on the eyes or not. But yeah, you race through here, you have to collect a certain amount of air bubbles to gain a continue, if I remember correctly. I think it's like 50 bubbles get you through your continue, and you basically just got to make it to the end before Psychro. If you don't make it before the end, if Psychro beats you, basically, you do like a one-on-one fight with him, which you want to avoid, really. Just an unnecessary way to lose lives. Oh, who else is problematic? Yeah, I forgot. What's it like? Tommy Tallarico did the soundtrack as well. Jim's just been massively tainted by time, unfortunately. Everyone involved with it is a shithead. Well, not everyone, but you know. Ah, that's harsh on the eyes. Sorry. The air bubbles? That's the joke. You're in space, right? Alright. There you go, and to continue, which is the can of worms. But yeah, there you go. That's a bit of Earthworm Jim. Right, let's play some other faves. What else have we got in my big old list of stuff? Oh, let's do a bit of Mega Torrican, otherwise known as Torrican 3.
Presented by Data East.
They presented it, but Factor 5 developed it. Oh, what a game. All of the Turricans got re-released recently by Strictly Limited. Love the Turrican games. This one's a bit more console gamey, I guess. The other two are more explorative, and they've got what's it? Generating damage. Whereas this is a little bit more like a console game. If you take a hit, you've got iframes. Incredible soundtrack by the one and only Chris Sealspec. Every Turrican soundtrack is an absolute banger. What other abilities do I have? I've got this little grapply arm, and I can swing like that. Helps you get to certain places. And I've got grenades, which are limited. So here we go. There's a good area for me to swing. Goes over there. He's saying Boba Fett. He's saying multiple. Oh, I can't reach that shield. No! Boba Fett. Ah! Here's a little mini boss. Ah! Get out of it. I'm trying a wall. Ah, no! Lost the life. I mean, Turrican does have shmup tendencies, I've got to say. Turrican 2 in particular does have like a shmup stage. Multiple, I think. Multiple. Where do I want to go? I want to go here. Ah. Yes, I can. Roaming. There we go. Ah. I got a little homing option. Again, very shmup-like, I guess. Yeah, really good game. Really good little run and gun. I didn't want the laser. I'm a spread shot, motherfucker. That's what I'm all about. There you go. Extra life. Oh. Yeah, I can see what you're about. I mean, like, the first two games are very, you know, home computer. So I guess it's that sort of sensibility. Or at least, you know, home computer games aping the style of home console games. There's obviously a lot of Metroid in Turrican. Let's try and see the first proper boss at least, if I don't lose all my lives. And then we'll move on to something else. That one goes down. Can you do the... Oh, yeah, you can do the wheel in this one as well. Yeah. Also very Metroid-y. And you can lay grenades. Ah, multiple. Lovely. Right, let's go back up. The jumping on those little enemies to make them scurry away is a holdover from 2 as well. You can do that in there. Ah, here's a blob. Here comes a blob. So it's got like... The eye, I think, is the damage spot. If I swing over here, should be able to get it. There we go. That's his weak point. Over here. And that's it. That's the first boss. They are seagulls to me. Good noises. Ah, what a game. Mega Turrican. Highly recommended. Right. It's Christmas, right? Well, nearly Christmas. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Gotta let the intro play out though, because one specific reason. I am a robot, I am a copper, I'll fucking nick you, mate. Unfortunately, you don't get the penguin biscuit wrappers coming down into the penguins in this version. Anyway, James Bond 2 Codename Robocod. I love this game. Let's cheat. Invincibility. And what else have we got? P. No, it's not here, is it? I can't remember what you do with those ones. Lives, though. This is lives. Lives, and that's infinite lives. That's all we need for now. We've got invincibility, infinite lives. So let's clear this stage, eh? Secret exit. And now that we've done that, I'm pretty sure... Oh, whoops. Hang on a minute. Let me redo that. Let me redo that. I don't want to go into that stage. Is this allowed? Right, I'm gonna do that again because there's something else I want to show you as well. Right, so this is cheat. T. There we go. Right, let's do that, and then we'll do lives again. I'm pretty sure there's another... You can do power with one of them. I can't remember which set of 5 objects it is. But yeah. And that gives you infinite health as well. Right. So, there we go. Out the secret exit. That now unlocks access to every single stage. Not just the next one. Yeah, every stage is unlocked now, which means we can go over here and go in here and do the final boss. And we can just cheese it because I've got infinite health. Come on. Launch your head. Ah, he's freaking out. I'm not supposed to be up here. Come on. I can't remember which is the most important bit of the body to defeat him. I can't remember if it's the head that needs to go first, or if it's the actual body itself. I'll just keep hitting both of them and see what happens. Come on. Let's be having ya. There we go. Just a big, massive snowman. And Dr. Maybe was inside the snowman. There he goes. Is that your lot? Yeah, that's your lot. And then Santa drops a big sack on him. And we do a little dance. Hooray! Christmas is saved. Yay! We're friends with Santa. Well done, the world is safe. For now. There you go. That's the end of James Bond World. Thank you for your cooperation. Fun times. Right, what's next on the list? Oh, it's gotta be right. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. It's gotta be this. There he is. My good pal. This is the end of our broadcast day. Bork. I do love him. Oh no, the TV is broken. Thanks, Odie. God. Heathcliff. If we can't fix it, we're in trouble. There, all fixed, sort of. Great job. Oops, extra parts. Just chuck them behind the sofa. Uh-oh. Some sort of TV monster has come out and sucked us in. I'm in the TV! Oh, the art in this game is so good. Look at me, I'm a little guy. And now I'm wearing a little outfit. A little vampire garf. So I've got like this, and I can throw things. I don't remember how you activate. There it is. Is this Mr. Bones? Some may say it's better. Get out of it. Down here. Doesn't seem to do anything. There we go. Spooky. And out we go again. Get out of it. Food. Yeah. This way. Sorry about the lightning flashes, if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. I do apologise, I completely forgot about that. Oh, how do I get out? Oh, there we go. Let's have to do both of them. There we go. Get out of it. Right, let's try not and fall down that hole again this time. Go. Oh, whoops. Food. There we go, and that gets us out of the stage. And now we've got the boss. Right. I've got to try and remember how to do this again now. So I think at some point the caskets close, and then I can reach up to the blinds to get the light in. I think. Ah, there we go. And then we can do that. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Ah! No! The TV ate me. What is a cat? A miserable little pile of secrets. Let's try and beat Odie. Nice. There we go. And we can do that. I think you've only got to do it 3 times, so shouldn't be too bad if I don't take much damage. Ah, crap. No! No! Fuck you, bats! There we go. Oh, shit. Nah! One more go, one more go. Just want to beat Odie. Ah! Vord. TV Vord. Oh, come on, that was a hit. Have we run out of skulls? No. Why are they not hitting him? There we go. Okay. And there we go, last one. Come on. Come on. No! Fuck's sake. Anyway. Bit of Garfield for you. Right. What do I want to do next? There's some heavy hitters we haven't done here. Like this one. Come on! In a far-off galaxy, an evil alien force is at work. The evil tyrant Greedy has corrupted the planet leaders. Yeah! And enslaved the populace. Even the legendary hero has been captured. A desperate plea for help is made. This doesn't count as your annual playthrough. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, absolutely not. We actually need to play through the entire game for all of that to count. We ain't doing that tonight. We're just playing a bit. There he is, Ristar! Hang on a second. Where's the volume wheel on this thing? There you go. I couldn't hear the audio in one of my ears. It was coming out of one side only. Oh, what a game. Another, I don't know, top 5 Mega Drive game for me. Love it so much. I remember the day I got it. Got it from Woolworths. Managed to convince my mum to buy it for me. On the strength alone of the cover art. Because I was looking at it like, that's a Sonic. That guy's a little Sonic. I want that. And while he isn't a Sonic, he was designed by Yuji Uekawa of modern Sonic fame. So there's a definite crossover there. Can you remember what the other options in Woolies were? I don't, to be honest with you. I haven't got a lot of memories of buying many games in Woolworths, but I do remember also getting Super RC Pro-Am on the Game Boy from Woolworths. God knows who I convinced to get me to buy me that, but for the longest time that was like my only exposure to the RC Pro-Am series by Rare. And I do love that game. Isometric Racer. RC cars, of course you liked it. I haven't changed much, have I? I have a style. Get back here. Good to know what you're about in it. It does feel a little bit like most of my life has been shaped around things that happened in my childhood. There we go. What a game. Just excellent art, music's incredible, controls brilliant. Why didn't he zoom off? At the sparkles. There we go. Get that bird. When he knocks the tree over, it's like, oh! I didn't mean to do that, even though I actively did it. This is top tier Mega Drive, man. Love this game. Oh, do not bomb me. Gotcha. Another bonus stage. Unlocking all the treasure in the game unlocks some like secret passwords that you get when you beat the game. Depending on how many treasures you get, depends on how many passwords you get. And they all do different things, but the best one is it unlocks the sound test, which is just so much fun. It's based in the little orchestra like stage where you fight one of the bosses in the game. And one of the things you can do when you're playing back the music is make it all wonky and out of tune. It's just a lot of fun. There we go. Nice. Instantly lose some health. Give me the lights, thank you. Nice. There we go. Let's do that second bit. Time for the boss. Riho is coming. Just a normal priest guy. Oh no, he's been possessed by a little creature. Get that creature. Penis music. Get him. Yeah. Record time. Do. Yeah. And we're off. There you go. That's first stage Ristar. Could easily sit here and play all through all of this. Just a nice time. But we're not going to. We're going to move on to other things. I want to play some more Sonic. So, story time, I guess. We're going to play Sonic and Knuckles on its own. And the reason for that being is that for the longest time, I only ever owned Sonic and Knuckles on its own. I never owned Sonic 3 for a very, very long time as a kid. So my main experience with this game is not as a part of Sonic 3. It's this standalone release. Which is a weird way to play this game, because Sonic 3 is the game with the battery backup, so that you can do... yeah. What's it? You can actually save your progress through the game. Sonic and Knuckles on its own does not have battery backup, so you have to play it in one sitting. You have to do the whole thing. Shirase, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're not the only guy that had that similar thing. Experience. But yeah, so this is just the way I played it for a long time. And in hindsight, that is very odd. And there's a few things I want to talk about as I play through this. The main one is in regards to one of the shields, and I'll talk about it when we actually find one. Rented Sonic 3 from Blockbuster to play the full thing. I don't think we never really rented games. We would always like buy rental games. But yeah, I don't know why we never rented games. Just one of those things we just never seemed to do, or if did ever. We had like an rental copy of I think it was NBA Jam, and it was literally a loose cart in a VHS box with Blockbuster branding. You had more sense probably. I don't know. Don't know about that. You're doing me a disservice there. Where are you? Speaking of loose box, the cardboard S&K box still hurts. Yeah. Yeah, my original one, I lost the insert where the cartridge actually sits inside the box. I had the outer box, but not the insert. God knows what happened to it. Just lost it because I was a kid and didn't really treat things very well. Yeah, I rebought one complete later and made like a good one out of the two, you know. But yeah, don't know why we got that card case. It's like the only Mega Drive game I can think of that was released in PAL territories in the card case. I think North America got more games in card cases. Thanks for jumping in the stream, by the way, Shirase. Really appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why the text is massive and you can't read it. I set up the alerts for the first time for this stream. It's nice to see they kind of work. I never felt the need to do it before because it was just like, you know, I do this occasionally. It's not something I do on the reg. So I'm just like, look, if anybody turns up, that's nice. I'm not expecting the full like experience, you know. I heard the alert go off, but I didn't see it that time. I don't know what happened there. Don't know what that was for. Where is this shield? I'm curious what the beef is with the shields. Love the elemental shields. There's no beef, but I just want to explain something about one of the shields, but I'm not finding it at the moment. Basically, this has the same shields as Sonic 3, obviously. But one of them is essentially pointless in Sonic and Knuckles. And that's the bubble shield. Now, you can still do the bouncing thing with the bubble shield, which is kind of, you know, cool for getting up to greater heights and stuff. But the main functionality of the bubble shield is that you can breathe underwater, right? There are no stages in Sonic and Knuckles with water, so you never get to experience that function. Which is strange in hindsight, right? Like, I'm just like, oh, you know, there's this cool bouncy shield in Sonic and Knuckles. Not really understanding one of its functions, you know? Like, it can help you breathe underwater, because you don't get to experience that at all in Sonic and Knuckles. You only get to experience water stages in Sonic 3. So yeah, that's the one I wanted to speak about, because it's just like, oh yeah, it's kind of weird that that's there, right? I'm missing... I'm in the wrong... Right, hang on, there we go. Isn't there a couple of water ones in 3? Could have split them up. Yeah, this is the thing, right? Like, but it was a rush production with 3 and Knuckles, right? Like, it was supposed to be one game. They had to split it up so that, like, they could get a game out in time for that McDonald's promotion that they had in the summer. Like, you know, with more time, they might have changed the running order somewhat. But obviously just put out what they had finished, I guess. But yeah, just one of those things. I'm just like, ah, bubble shield. Kind of interesting that you can't really make use of the breathing underwater functionality for that shield. If I remember correctly as well, this set of special stages is the same set of special stages you would have to play through if you were going for the Super Emeralds with Sonic 3 and Knuckles locked on. So this run of special stages is completely unique to Sonic and Knuckles, is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, because there's a different set of special stages in Sonic 3, which would be the first set of 7 Emeralds. So even though you're only collecting 7 normal Chaos Emeralds in Sonic and Knuckles, it's still that second bunch of special stages, you know, that you would normally do for this Super Emeralds in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If that makes any sense. But yeah, you still get like Super Sonic and Super Knuckles when you get all the Emeralds in Sonic and Knuckles, but you can't get Hyper, obviously, because you need all 14 to get you, so yeah. Another special stage over here. Might as well do it. Oh, it's the Ava Unit 1 stage. Green and purple. Yeah, I got a lot of time for Sonic and Knuckles. It's a great game. Even as its own little thing. Because yeah, I've got the nostalgia for just playing it as its own game. Sonic 3 came to me much later in life, when I had my own disposable income. Hardly special, are they? Dip, 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 dip. Let's go and fight a boss. Did you do the lock-on thing for the random blue sphere stages? Yes, I did. So, yeah, any game that you owned would generate its own unique little one-off blue sphere stage. If you locked on Sonic 1, it gave you like a complete run of blue sphere stages that you could just play, you know, individually from the main game. Used to play that as well. Don't know why, like, the blue sphere stages aren't, like, the greatest thing in the world. But, it's, you know, you'd make use of what you had. Always try it with different things. Hidden Palace in this is great. Real area you're not supposed to be in vibes, like they're falling through the map bit in 1.3. Yeah, I get you for sure. Just the progression through this game is so nice. Like, it really does feel like you're going somewhere. You're going on a journey. You're travelling through different places on the island. It's so cool. all these little interstitial bits that kind of join the stages together, give it that sort of progression and momentum. But yeah, great game, great game. Anyway, we should play something else because I would like to showcase more stuff. Right. Oh yeah. Gotta be done, innit? Now, I'm not the best at this game. I can play a fair chunk of it, but I can't complete it. It's a real tough one. But I didn't grow up with this one. This was another one that I bought later in life when I had my own disposable income and access to eBay. I don't own the US version, Bloodlines, which is what we're playing here. Bloodlines has got some, well, blood, for one, and a little bit more added violence. They kind of censored it somewhat for the PAL version. It's called the New Generation over here. But yeah, let's jump into it. So we can be John Morris, who wields the Vampire Killer, which is the whip, and we've got Eric Lagarde, who's got the spear. Both are cool. Eric is generally favoured as more of a, you know, approachable character, a little bit more easy to use. Got more to do in his arsenal, you know. You can use the spear in very interesting ways. Bloodlines are like scan lines for horror games. I don't know. There's something there. I appreciate it. Yeah. So off we go. So yeah, I can attack in multiple directions. I can hold down and jump to do a big leap. I can, once I get a sub-weapon, I can use that as well. So yeah, some cool things that you can do. Is this Aquaman? No, it's Eric Lagarde. Oh, invincibility. There you go, I've got a sub-weapon now. Konami flexing with the in front power like, oh, there's so much flex going on in this game. Every time they can put in some crazy effect, they'll put one in. It's a cool game. I think at the time it was kind of looked a bit down upon. Not as good as Super Castlevania 4. But it's its own thing. And I think time has been kind to it. I think people really appreciate it now. It's been re-released a few times now. And yeah. Oh yeah, Rocket Knight totally does a lot of cool effects as well. Konami really just one of those developers that knew how to use the hardware in interesting ways. They obviously didn't do as much on Mega Drive as they did on SNES, but what they did, very impressive. Well worth playing. Just body him. Who cares? Just tank the hits. There we go. Da-da. Skeleman. Give me that wall meat. Yeah, like these hang-in guys aren't in the PAL release. I got rid of them. That boss that we fought was recolored as well to be more green instead of red. And there's some drippies as well that you'll see later that are not in the PAL version too. Yeah, here we go. Little droplets of blood falling from the ceiling. Too violent for the PAL region. Can't be having any of that. But otherwise it plays the same. Like, it's just superficial stuff. Let's do that. There you go. Da, da, da. Great soundtrack. I think it's a Michiru Yamane soundtrack. She ended up doing Symphony of the Night as well. Also a great Castlevania soundtrack. Very good skeletons. Oh, Castlevania is known for it. Not the best skeletons in Castlevania. Those would be Castlevania 64. They ride motorbikes. Sick as all hell. Whoops, never mind. Get out of it. This first boss feels very Gunstar Heroes, with its segmented nature. I don't know if there's any crossover with the development staff on this and Gunstar Heroes, because I know that like Treasure were ex-Konami devs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, for sure. Leap! That's stage 1 of Castlevania Bloodlines. Great game. Well worth playing. Loads of cool stuff in it. Does the second stage start with like a Konami styling effect? Yeah, it does. It's the cool reflective water. And another great song on the soundtrack. Oh, I've corpsed it already. Anyway, I'll play something else. Right. What else is in my big bag of games? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of franchises with problematic creators. This was a birthday present one year when I was a child. And I completed it the same day I received it. This is Ren and Stimpy in Stimpy's Invention. This game has problems, but I played it to completion, had a lot of fondness for it, loved Ren and Stimpy as a kid. Just a shame John K's an absolute douchebag, eh? Psych Tyson! Raiden! Holy crap. My alerts don't work anymore now. Thanks for coming, guys. We're playing random Mega Drive games from my youth. And we've just started a bit of Ren and Stimpy and Stimpy's Invention. And I was just saying, I got this for my birthday one year when I was very young. And completed it the same day I received it. There's Powdered Toast Man. This game was mega. I used to play it with my brother in between fights. So yeah, you can control it together. I think if you press something, you can swap between who is the main character. Bound on leaping onto each other. Right, hang on. I'm trying to recall how to. It's been a while since I've been back to this. Yeah, you do the running jump like that. There's Powdered Toast Man. There we go. Powdered Toast gives you health. The horse guy in the background there. Up and C gives you that super jump. Down and C lets you drop through. Obviously it's fart based because, you know, Ren and Stimpy. Going to the fridge. Loads of stupid gags always. I scream. Love that noise of the chicken. The horse guy can get it. Jen. It's coming back to me now. There's some other abilities that we can do as well, which we're going to see in a moment. It's like down and... Which one is it? Down and A? There it is. Not doing very good a job of avoiding... There we go, that's a part of Stimpy's invention, and that should get us out of the stage. There we go, and that's the first part of the Mutato-Matica collected. Weird, weird game, but again, fond memories of this one. That's a stage at least. And then it's the zoo, yeah, I remember now. Supposedly there's a new series in development, right? Without John K's involvement. I'm certainly curious. There's the run button as well, I forgot about that. I seem to recall that you could, like, swap characters. Because at the moment, like, Ren is leading at the moment. And obviously allows you to do a certain set of moves and things. But if you've got, like, Stimpy as the leading character, that gives you a different set of moves, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Ah, there it is. It's the pause menu. Right now. So now, yeah, as Stimpy, you can chuck Ren instead, and you can do that, and that's your upwards jump thing. Yeah, yeah, and that's your dig in, and you can belch it for some reason. What was the up? Yeah, up and A is the slapping. Happy Happy Joy Joy record. Oh, corpsed it. But yeah, there you go. There's a bit of Stimpy's invention. Weird ass game, but I used to love it. Right, we need to do some more heavy hitters, don't we? But I want to play some more weird stuff. Oh yeah, I want to do that. Okay, let's change the region, and we're going to jump over to this. Right, we're going to play Decap Attack, but not Decap Attack. This is Magical Hat, which is the original release of the game before it was scrubbed of its license and re-released as Decap Attack in the West. It is a much harder game than Decap Attack because you don't have a health gauge. But there's something about it. I prefer the colourful art. I love that your little guy is basically dizzy instead of a skull. But yeah, control-wise, it's, you know, the same. Stage design is somewhat different. Not massively different, but somewhat different. But obviously, visually, it's had a massive overhaul. Ah! So yeah, as long as you're carrying the egg, you at least get one hit. If you're not carrying the egg and you take a hit, it's instant death, which is, yeah. Makes this a much harder game than Decap Attack. Three, there we go. Oh, there was an enemy in there. That's an instant death. You're about the original Mario 2. Doing that joke all night. Like I say, not an amazing game by any stretch of the imagination, but there's just something about the art I really like. How am I getting up there? Did they just completely make up Decap Attack design for a localization? That's pretty good. So yeah, it's an original IP. Yeah, which obviously massively outrun like the popularity of the actual game because it continued in Sonic the Comic for so long. God, I'm terrible at this. Game over already. I'm going to try a little bit more. I would like to clear a stage at least. Let's get that egg. Yes. Get egged, idiots. No. Nice. Oh, not getting up there anytime soon. If I remember correctly, the coins allow you to buy into the bonus stage. Nice. Oh yeah, that's it. You can get on that tree. There we go. Nice. Love these little guys. Hey, there we go. The Adventures of Gohan and Dizzy. Oh, you buy into the slots. There you go, gambling kids, never do it. Not worth it. You never get a payout. But yeah, again, similar in style, because I think, if I remember correctly, Decap Attack second stage also has this sort of like vertical stage design. So similar in scope and style, but the stage design isn't one-to-one, just with different graphics. Oh. Ah, because I wasn't holding the egg, see? I took the fucking instant kill. Anyway, let's try playing something else. I'm gonna switch back over to that region. Okay, what else have I got that I wanted to play tonight? I wanted to play this. Very important game. War was beginning. What happened? Somebody set up us the bomb. We get signal. What? Main screen turn on. It's you! How are you, gentlemen? All your base belong to us! You're on the way to destruction. What you say? You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Ha 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 ha. He's doing the Creed, like, take me higher. Take off every zig. This soundtrack, mate. Yes! You know what you're doing. Move zig. For great justice. Yes, mate. Ah, flashing warning. Sorry. It's zero wing time, baby. So my uncle had a copy of this and he used to play it loads. And I'm pretty sure he just gave it to me at some point. And that's the copy I still have to this day. This isn't exactly a top tier shmup. Let's go there. But I love it. I've just played it so much. The soundtrack absolutely owns. And it's doing some interesting stuff. So you've got three weapons. You've got your red, which becomes kind of like a spread shot. You've got your green, which is a homing. And you've got your blue, which is a laser. There's the green. I favour green in this game. I know I'm normally a spread shot guy, but homing attacks, give me some of that action any day. One of the things you can also do is this, and that will allow me to suck up smaller enemies, like so. So I can use that as like a shield, or I can use it as a projectile. And that's your setup, basically. There are some extra things that you'll see as I go through. But once you've got your weapon that you like using, what you want to do is continue to get the same coloured power-ups to level it up. So I don't want to be getting blue or red right now. I want another green, and that will level it up. There's sucking. There is sucking. Look at that. Sucked. There are power-ups that will speed up your movement speed. I've already collected one. It's a shame you can't just adjust that yourself. Most maps allow you to sort of like tweak your movement speed just by press of a button. Not zero wing. You basically just get faster and faster and faster until you're just like super twitchy and tweaky. Ah, here's the other power-up. This is a screen clearing grenade. You want to hold onto it as long as you can and launch it at bosses, basically. If it takes damage, it will explode prior to you setting it off, essentially. So you kind of want to keep it out of harm's way. Didn't need to make your time. This is based on an arcade game. You can play the original arcade version on one of the Toapan collections on Evercade, but I prefer the Mega Drive one, and it's because of the soundtrack mainly. The soundtrack is just so much punchier on Mega Drive. So you can see the grenade has taken some damage because it's now twitching really quickly. If it takes another hit, I think that might blow up. So I've got to be careful now. Right, so this is going to be max power homing attack now. I can literally just stay in one place and let them, like, take out all these jobbers. That's why I use this power-up. Does a lot of the work for you. The game plays itself! To a degree. That's a speed up power up. There we go, moving even faster now. Coming up to the final boss now. Well, of this stage. I'm going to use the little grenade on it in a moment. It's like a big whale thing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Take that, you shit. No! I've taken a hit. Now I've got to try and do the boss with pea shooter ability. Some twat in a wall. Yeah, it's always a twat in a wall. That shmups, mate. Right. Can I defeat him with pea shooter? Yeah, look at that. You love to see it. Legrous. I'm going to say so. Another absolute banger of a song. Oh god, I could play this for ages. Right, we can't play it for ages though. It's nearly at the end of my 2 hours. Let's play one more game and then we're going to call it for tonight. Cheers for hanging out. If you're still there in the chat, I very much appreciate you being here. You've started my Christmas break, nice chill way. And yeah, I very much enjoyed the company tonight, so thank you very much. Right, let's do it. Oh, we gotta go to PAL. Load her up again. There we go. It's virtual racing time. This is Mega Drive virtual racing and not 32X virtual racing. Ba, 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 ba. Nearly went and saw my boyfriend. Watch this instead, Lamau. We still got to hang out, right? It's all good. We'll see each other soon, don't you worry. But yeah. So this is powered by Sega Virtual Processor. It is the only game to use that chip. And yeah, it's a port of Virtua Racing to the Mega Drive. Now, it's date night as far as I'm concerned. Now, this is a pretty bare bones port. But I do really like the way it plays. Obviously, it's not running at the greatest of frame rates, but it's good enough. Go! The thing I like about this port in particular is the sense of speed. I don't know if it... Again, just the way that this port is, but it feels really fast. Like, the speed in which you're moving, it just feels like you're clattering along at like a real good pace. More so than the arcade version, more so than the 32X version. It just feels like the fastest game ever made. Now, granted, it isn't running at a very high frame rate, but the sense of speed they're getting out of this port is insane, and that's why I come back to it a lot. It's also nice and responsive, handling's good. You can get a nice slide going on with the brake. Third wheel. It's all good. Appreciate you being here, Andy, honestly. Hope you're doing well. What were you streaming, man? More Master System? Up to fourth. Another 5 knocked off, lovely stuff. Any highlights? Onto the rostrum. Final lap. We ain't winning this. I think I can see a car up ahead. Yeah, there's someone close. We might be able to catch him. Ah, he was a... We lapped him. He was a... The front two, they've cleared off, mate. I ain't catching them anytime soon. I think we're on the last lap as well. Last corner. There we go. Get go! There you go, that's a bit of virtual racing. Game over. What a game. I'm 11th on the leaderboard. Yay. Cool. That's us for tonight. Thank you very much, as always, for tuning in. Very much appreciate you all being here. A really, really nice start to the weekend. Looking forward to seeing my pals tomorrow. Going to go and watch Sonic 3. It's going to be a good time. Haven't seen them in ages. And, yeah, going to enjoy Christmas. Going to catch up with Jen. Going to have a nice time. Going to see some friends for New Year's. Really looking forward to a lovely break. But yeah, hope everybody has a lovely Christmas period. Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you've been here, if you're watching on the VOD, appreciate you, checking out the YouTube. Please subscribe and all that. Really appreciated it. I'll try and sort out the alerts for next time because they worked for a second and then didn't. should have received something for the raid. That was very appreciated. But yeah, all right, guys. Take care. Have a nice evening.